This is the quickest way to clear out tar, mucus, and phlegm. Did you know phlegm and mucus is linked to lung issues like cough, wheezing, and shortness of breath? Most people think that mucus is just a defense mechanism of the body, but in reality, mucus and phlegm is actually your lungs' last-ditch attempt to fight off bacteria, pathogens, and toxins. But even when this happens, some of the mucus still gets left behind in the grooves of the lung. The mucus and phlegm acts like Velcro and grabs onto the new mucus and phlegm balls, causing it to build up. Cough suppressants, pumps, and meds help you remove mucus and phlegm, right? Nope. According to Kentucky's top respiratory therapist, cough suppressants, pumps, and meds are just temporal fixes with side effects. And that might sound like a good thing, but it's a lot like placing a small plaster on a big wound. Not to mention, the extra mucus can cause phlegm and mucus to pile up and block the lungs, which makes it harder to clear mucus and breathe. This creates a vicious cycle where mucus and phlegm continue to build up. And the longer mucus sits in the lungs, the more it attracts bacteria and pathogens. Eventually, it gets to the point where it's almost impossible to control because there's so much mucus and phlegm clogging things up. At that point, doctors may try prescribing pumps, cough suppressant, and over-the-counter meds, but it's usually too little too late. That's why some hospitals have special vacuums to remove mucus and phlegm. But in more serious cases, doctors will simply resort to surgery. So if you still believe that people with healthy respiratory systems simply avoid air pollution and use pumps, cough suppressants anytime they have congestion, they don't. And if you still think they are taking over-the-counter meds, they don't. That's not the way to unclog mucus and phlegm. There's an easier way, and it's called the 7-second lung trick, created by top respiratory expert Elizabeth Moffett, a top respiratory therapist. Have you ever wondered why some people just never seem to have respiratory issues? Because I can promise you they're not avoiding air pollution every day and using humidifiers every day as you've been told to try. So what's the solution? Elizabeth Moffett owned a pulmonary rehabilitation for several years. She was also among the very first therapists to investigate the link between respiratory health and mucus clearance, and one of the very few who specialize in solving lung clearance for good. And now she's going to show you her 7-second morning ritual for deeper breathing that anyone can do at home. So if you're feeling congested, tight-chested, wheezy, then go ahead, tap the button below this video to see Elizabeth's 7-second morning ritual now while it's still online. It's like a pressure wash for your lungs. It's going to get things moving again, clearing out your lungs, and you'll breathe deeper instantly. Tap the button below this video to see Elizabeth's 7-second morning ritual now.